Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Port Kembla Football Club, I'd like to welcome you to the Fraternity Bowling and Recreation Club. My name is Peter Wilczewski, your MC this evening, to such a memorable night for the Port Kembla Football Club, the 50th anniversary. Later on throughout the course of the evening, we're going to ask you to focus your attention to the screen, and there'll be highlights of 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, and of course the current era as well.
On behalf of the Port Kembla Football Club, I'd like to welcome everyone here tonight on our 50th anniversary of this great club. It is with great pleasure that I stand here as president of the club and being able to welcome all of you here. It has been a very successful journey for this club, and I'm sure you will hear about our history and how we evolved as a club over the years tonight. We are a very proud club, and one that always strives to have the correct attributes on and off the field, which is why I believe we have been very successful. Success can be measured in many ways, but for our club, it is the way you are respected by your peers, and I believe that is a strength that our club has. The journey that has taken me and my family to places and meeting such great people and all the people here tonight. It brings a tear to my eye when I look out there in the Hall of Fame, we call it, and all the hard work that the committee did to get all the trophies. And I'd like to thank Football South Coast for giving us all our trophies back tonight and showcasing them to everybody in the room.
Welcome everybody, myself here to the Fraternity Club tonight. It's a very special occasion, not only for Port Kembla but for the Fraternity Club as well. Having Port Kembla as part of the Fraternity Club is part of the history, and together we've strived forward. And given the adversity that the club's been over the last few years, if it wasn't for the support of Port Kembla Soccer Club, we might not be here this afternoon. We could be down at the picnic park having this celebration. So thank you to Port Kembla Soccer Club for that. 9 or 8, I think, and watching my brother play, and then listening to the all the tales from the committee members, and remember clearly William Gigliotti, is he here this evening? He's not here. There's a lot of history there of Arno Cazzoli as such. Going to the early games, it wasn't like it was today. They used to play on the park with barely any dressing rooms or so forth. In those days, it was all about the fun. It was all about the enjoyment. That would have been nice. So we decided that we'd get just give them a cheque for $1,000, and they'll get the light going, and they can go with that.
In 1964, I played for Baltimore St. George, which lasted only there 7 or 8 games. I got a group of Italian people together, which included Mr. De Peron, which became our first president, Mr. Rossi, our first treasurer, and the committee members Fioravanti, Buffon, Giuliotti Emilio, Capetta Giuseppe, Paloni Alfredo, and Mr. Ciocci. And there was a few others, but I don't remember the names. Don't forget it was 51 years ago. Late in 1965, we applied for a mission to the Illawarra competition under the name, which you probably saw in the Mercury today, Warrawan Azzurri. But our application was rejected, firstly because there was no room in the competition, and secondly because the Azzurri name was in it. At that stage,
ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I would like to congratulate Port Kembla Football Club for this beautiful night and the 50 years of being in football. And I'm the lucky one that I was there. I even saw when they started. I was only 16. That Albano probably remember. I used to follow a friend of mine, Paco El Panadero. He played for you since that year. That's right. Now, I can still remember too when Frank Cura and Angelo Carusi passed away, but you can still see it from the top here. And they came to me on the long weekend, October.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great pleasure to have been asked to speak about the 80s and 90s. You've just heard from Joe Marino about his recollections of the early 80s, and I'd like to thank Joe for sharing all that with us. The 80s and 90s was really a fabulous period for our club. It's where we build our character and our values.
A lot of names were mentioned, and I'm going to mention a couple more because, yes, they're my family, but so what? Because they did a lot of work. It's in my blood. I was lucky enough to grow around it. My uncle, Angelo Caruzzi, my auntie, Antonietta Caruzzi, who had to work hard, like everyone else now. Back when we weren't winning trophies, it was just all about getting the team on the park.
Paul Kembla's in my heart, and I'm a black and white through and through. To the current players and the past players, we all love you guys, and you will always be with us. And to Stuart, I love you so much. Thank you, Stu, for everything.
And it's great to see everyone here tonight that I saw in the 70s and 80s. All the boys at the back, they know who they are. There was 4 people in the committee. Port Kembla Soccer Club had 4 people in the committee. These people forgot to be mentioned, I'm sorry. Mr. Ferry, Adam Scotsafava, Leonardo Giorgi, and Angelo Caruzzi.
Eat, have fun and be merry. Thank you all for attending, it is very greatly appreciated. I would like to leave you with one last quote to close the night. Playing soccer with your feet is one thing, but playing soccer with your heart is another. Thank you and enjoy retrospective.
Thanks, Bianca.
I think you've been put in for this one as well. I was walking